all you cool cats and kittens. It's Carol Baskin and Victor Alonso. And what are you doing, Victor?
I'm just unclogging these bleeds.
Look at them go. Woohoo! Of course, doesn't that mean they just pile up in here?
It's easier to clean out here. Next, I'm going to go double check this cage.
And why are you doing that?
Around the trees where there's any big cats that a cat might be able to get out.
And which cat's going in there?
Flint and Nabisco.
Woo!
They're going to be super excited.
Yes, they
At least
will.
that's what they told me.
Anything new is fun. How do I get in there?
Use their new sun deck.
Flint and Nabisco have been over there in Funcation, and their time is up, so they are going home, but they're going home to a new home. One of the things we're trying to do, because we have so few volunteers anymore, we used to have anywhere from 80 to 110 volunteers, and now after COVID there's only about 40. So we're consolidating the cats back here in this area to make it easier for them to go to vacation or funcation in the case of these small cats, and also to make it easier on the few keepers we have to make sure they are taken care of. So Victor's looking for any little hole that skinny little Flint butt could get out of. And so is Jamie over there. Looks like they've cleaned it up very nicely. Oh, I can't get through there. There's a tunnel. Yeah, I think they're really going to love it. They'll be able to come across the road there through the tunnels, and then they'll come through what used to be Manny's enclosure here, and then through this tunnel, because I suspect they're going to do it so fast, I'm not going to be able to catch all of it with you guys, so just showing you the path that they'll be taking. And then on the far side of Jamie back there is Max and Mary Ann, so they're going to have some new neighbors. Let's see, they've met them before. They used to be across the road from each other, but that'll be interesting for Max and Mary Ann because they've been back here for a while with no neighbors. Biggest thing is looking around the tops of these trees. So every time they go in and do a major cage overhaul, they have to cut the wire away from the trees so that it doesn't cause that scarring on the trees that weakens them during a hurricane. And so we want to be protecting the trees because the trees protect the cages. It's kind of a symbiotic relationship, but they have to be really careful that every time they do it, they don't leave a gap that some mischievous little bobcat or any other kind of cat could escape through. You know, Nabisco's recently been showing a love of trees, and so when he goes through that cage, I wonder if he's going to be able to pass that tree up, because that looks like so much fun. Oh my goodness, it's a perfect tree. Perfect tree for cats. Everything we do at the sanctuary is done with double checks. So every morning when the cleaners go out and clean the cages, they also have somebody who comes behind them and does a double check to make sure that everything was cleaned. And of course, if you guys have cats at home, you know if you clean their cat box 5 minutes after you get done, that's when they have to go. So it also helps us pick up the most recent deposits that they make. And then any kind of cage renovation is checked by the operations managers, and then it's checked by either Jamie or me. In this case, it's Jamie and Victor, to make sure that there's a fresh set of eyes on everything before putting a cat in that space. I hope this was not a false alarm. I think the idea was for them to check the cages and then move the cats. You guys see my cute golf cart all the time, but Jamie also put spots on her golf cart. It's so precious. She's got that all-wheel terrain vehicle because she has to go places I never have to go. So many trees to check. Are you guys moving the cats right after?
Yeah.
Good, because I went live and now I'm like, I don't know. I see a golf cart coming. Here they come. They're coming. So they went to get food, and they will have held back their breakfast so that they're interested in the food. It's going to be a different path for them coming across the road here. So anytime you do something new with a cat, as you guys surely know, they can sometimes be very cautious about it. Looks like Jenny has a tour out this morning. Good morning. Hi. You don't want to get stuck back there because they're about to put the gates up to move Flint and Nabisco.
All right. Yeah, we don't want to be in anybody's way.
We're doing Facebook Live. Anybody you want to shout out to?
I want my picture with you.
Can you hold the camera? Sure. Well, we'll all hold the camera. Do you want to hold the camera?
I'll hold the camera.
Well, thanks for having us. Oh my goodness, you look just like
Victor noticed it right away.
Okay. Can I get you to take the picture? Yes. All you do, you like kind of touch it and that focuses it, and then.
I'm getting purple. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, let's do that. We're going to do cat claws.
Oh, okay. I'll get it again.
Don't forget the cat claws.
1,
There it is.
2, 3.
Thank you, Victor.
You're very welcome.
Here.
You're like our celebrities.
Yes.
And we appreciate everything that you do.
Oh, thank you.
Take good care of these babies.
It's amazing to be here in person.
Thank you for coming.
Carol, would you like
Oh, thank you.
your plan?
Thank you.
Arg!
She's going to be the one that throws the cars.
They were so food. We went to get the food and then we unlocked it. I got my sunglasses. Well, and I came out and you weren't there as a kid. No.
What'd you do?
Nacho licked my face quite a bit. But I was
Like
busy,
she was a cardboard too.
I was like busy trying to type and do something, and he just started licking my face. I
Must
don't
be
know
part
what
ocelot.
about that spot was tasty.
Oh, you shouldn't have said that on the live because Susan's probably watching it and now she'll know he likes to lick people. I don't know if she
This is the first time though this has ever happened, but it was excessive. Cat tongues are really weird. I'm staring at it. She's shooting me in the face. I'd probably take a script. We'll dress it later. She's probably remember.
Why were they checking Max and Marianne's cages?
to make sure that they are locked 2 doors
Ah.
away from this little tunnel, which would actually end up being 4 doors because we have locked door, closed door, closed door, closed door. But
Your
Hi,
cat likes
Susan.
spaces. She can hear me. That is definitely a face licker.
They're talking about Nacho, a domestic cat that is living in staff offices. We do not touch the cats here.
Cat's out of the bag. Susan's taking them home.
Cats out of the bag, nachos out of the bag.
Oh my god. That made me shriek.
This is the way we send cats to and from vacation rotation and from Funcation. We have, if you're new, we have a 2.5 acre vacation rotation for the big cats and the 22,000 square foot Funcation for the little cats. And then we have to get through these roads all day long, every day of the week. So the cage panels are folded back. And for the purpose of moving the cats, we put them in place, put all the snaps in place, and then open up the doors to send the cats to and from their home cages and their vacation areas. Want to send out a huge thank you to everybody who has been donating for Give Day. Give Day is May the 2nd. That's Tuesday. We had 2-week run up to Give Day with matching funds. And man, it has been fast and furious. So thank you everybody who has been donating to help us take care of these cats. The money that we are raising for Give Day is so that when they move to Turpentine Creek Wildlife Refuge, they have plenty of platforms and heated dens and all of the stuff that will provide them with the creature comforts to which they have become accustomed and do deserve. So thank you for helping us with that element of their move. It's very much appreciated. How are you going to do the snaps on the far side, Jamie? Are you long enough to do that? Oh, look at you. Well, that works. Pays to have some long arms. Do you guys not have any interns or volunteers? Usually there's a lot more people working on these.
I don't know how they're going to do with a lot of people because Flint got senior class. And our coordinator is
Oh, great.
so we'll just tag team the day. We can pull out. Did you go back and make sure they're back? They are.
That's why we didn't do anything over here.
Yeah. Very.
We'll just have to wait and see.
They were like, I came up to the gate and they were like, we're running! And I was like, wait, keep going! Oh, they were down. They were so sweet.
Yes, Brittany is still with us. She is doing cat care now instead of doing these lives. And the reason for that is we are so short-handed that we are having to now use our paid staff to take care of the cats. Something that, for 30 years of our existence, we had enough volunteers to do all of the cat care because people will do that kind of care for free. But since COVID and Tiger King, people have dropped away. And sadly, we have had to start using paid people to do it, which is another reason why we are moving all of the cats to Turpentine Creek Wildlife Refuge. They already have about 50 staff that take care of the 80 or so cats that they have there. We're sending about 40 cats there. So it's going to increase their cat population by 50%, but they have the staff to do it, and we're going to be paying for the care of our cats, and so they're going to be probably hiring some more staff to take care of them. But our entire model for many, many years has been that all of the animal care was done by volunteers, because if you pay some people to do the work and other people are doing it for free, you create a culture of fighting between people who feel like they all should get paid to do it. And so now we're in that sad situation of having to actually pay people to clean cages and feed the cats. And so that's what we're doing with Brittany right now. Doing the lives is something that I physically, at the age of 62, can do. And so that's why I'm doing the lives and she's doing the cat care. I am fighting off a deer fly. I felt it when I hit it, but I don't think I hit it hard enough to kill it. So it will be coming back because they are vicious. Jennifer asked who is going to be going where Flint and Nabisco were, and that will be nobody, because what we're trying to do is consolidate all of our cats over here, all of our small cats over here close to Funcation, so that during the next, 6 months, 8 months, that they're here, they can still get their rotations through Funcation, and the easiest way to do that is where we have tunnels attached to cages. So we have a number of these enclosures back here that are hooked up with tunnels, and we are slowly moving everybody back here. So we've got Max and Marianne, we have Flint and Nabisco over here, and then we have, I don't even know how many more cages, probably 2 more cages that we could bring over some other cats that don't have tunnels. And then as we bring all of those cats from the west or the east end of the sanctuary over here to the west end of the sanctuary, that enables us to just abandon those cages there, which means not having to mow them and weed whack them. And if we take them down, we won't have to worry about cutting around the trees. And so it just helps to reduce the amount of physical work that our existing volunteers and staff have to do. We've done everything that we can do to reduce our expenses. We have cut back every software program, all of the virtual reality stuff that we had been working on, trying to get people to adopt the idea of seeing cats in virtual reality rather than cages. We've had to abandon all of that. We had to abandon the augmented reality zoos that we had set up in Homestead and across the street at the Citrus Park Mall. We've had to abandon doing outreach to schools for the most part, except for on, what's the name of that? Gotti, Great American Teach-In is the only time now that we have any volunteers to be able to send to that. And, cutting back on any of the buildings that we don't have to use, consolidating things into other buildings so that we can cut down on the amount of internet usage and air conditioning and all of that. Unfortunately, because we have cameras on the cages, like this black box here, there's a camera on the other side, and so you guys will be able to see Flint and Nabisco playing in their pool here and lounging on their sun deck, I hope. I'm going to stand way back. In fact, I'm going to get on a golf cart, because usually cats just don't seem to think that you are any kind of a threat if you're on a golf cart. Because only good things come on golf carts, for the most part. Sometimes you get taken to the vet on the back of a golf cart, but we don't have that golf cart here. So we've cut back everywhere that we possibly can. When COVID hit, we had to let go half of our staff. We had 22 staff, and now we have, 9 or 10. we can't cut anything any further. And so that's a big part of why we're moving the cats to Turpentine Creek Wildlife Refuge. And we will continue to support them there. But we're building the cages, which is $1.8 million to build. And we're currently doing the Give Day fundraising so that you guys can help make sure that they're going to have all of the platforms and dens that they want when they get there. We're trying to raise $86,600 for that. Okay, so I see, or I hear rather, Aaron and Afton. They've let loose the krakens from their their area in the back, and they're racing around chasing Afton. They're like, yes, we're free. Oh my Katniss, we're free. We're running. It's so much fun. They love to zoom around in the morning. And she's going to be going past their feeding lockouts, and I'm sure they're going to be like, wait, wait, this is where we get breakfast. And she doesn't even have the food. She's just got a pole, and they're following her, so that's good. There they come. Nabisco just ran through the den. It's like, I surprise you. Let me see if I can zoom in some. I have lost sight of Flint, however. Nabisco's all about it. Oh, look at him. Look at him go. I'm going through the gates. Yeah, buddy. Here I go. I'm escaping. Running, 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 running. Flint's sitting up on that pipe there like, hey, wait. I was promised there would be snacks.
He's the suspicious one.
So Jamie's trying to get Bisco to go on through and not go back out into Funcation. And I don't know if you can see Flint. He's way back there sitting up on top of that pipe watching very suspiciously. What are you guys up to? He's checking out all the stuff. I don't see where Flint went after he got off that pipe. Oh, he's all the way back in the back.
He's going to lock.
He's wrong. There's not going to be breakfast over there.
He's all the way back at the back section again.
Is Victor going around to shut him in there?
He's over there. Let's just wait.
So Victor's going to come up behind Nabisco and shut a door so that he doesn't go back to hang out with Flint. And maybe Flint will miss him enough that he will decide to come on over. You're right. When isn't it cat time? We are always on cat time here. Well, I'm going to go go over and see what Nabisco's checking out. So I bet he is so excited. All this new stuff. He's over there checking out Max and Mary Ann. It's like, hey friends, I remember you guys. It's like, these dens are great. He says, these dens are great.
Loving all of it.
Are you guys watching? Oh man, you're watching that new neighbor. What's going on, Mary Ann? What is happening over there? Can't take her eyes off of him. He is handsome. Gonna give Max a run for his money, isn't he? Yeah, that younger boy next door. Oh man. What do you think, Nabisco? Is it amazing? So many new places. Oh, gotta mark all the trees. Make them yours. Don't spray your house. You gotta live in there. So Victor has shut him in this area. You can see he shut that door over there. But he'll have way, way more space once Flint gets over here. And Aaron just texted everybody saying that Flint is hunkered down in the palmettos back there, saying, no way, Jose, I am not going. What we will probably have to do, because there's no making him do it, is to put locks on those tunnels so that nobody can accidentally open it, and then just leave them open and see if he comes over here to check out what Nabisco's doing. And if we can catch him on this side of the road, then we can drop the doors. Look at that big toy. Oh man, that's a very fun toy. That's like one of the favorites. Yes, another Mrs. Kravitz, Kathy. That is exactly who she is. I haven't seen Max. Where's Max? All right, well, if I hear that Flint has decided to come over here on his own, and I have the opportunity, I will certainly come back out here and go live again so that you guys can see them enjoying their new space and learning about their new neighbors. Yeah, I see you peeking there. Peeking. All right, thank you everyone. So appreciate everyone who has joined us here and who has shared this. Everyone who's donated for Give Day. That URL is bigcatrescue.org/giveday, so that when our cats move, that will be probably around July for the tigers, and around October for all of the little cats. And so we want to be sure that they have plenty of platforms and heated dens so that they're all ready for their new move. And we're trying to raise $86,600 for that. I think we've raised somewhere around $30,000, so we still got a good ways to go. And May the 2nd, next Tuesday, is actual Give Day. We've been asking for donations in this lead up that have been matched. To thank you to all of the donors who provided those matches. And I just saw a text from Jamie saying, okay, we're all going to leave the area and pretend we're done and see if Flint comes over. So I'm going to do that and talk to you guys later.